Welcome back to the 37th part of Debugging at Scale, where we go back to local debugging, but it's technically remote debugging, only locally. Simpler web services can be debugged locally. It's still unpleasant and not nearly as helpful. To get started, we need the following tools and accounts. We need Docker or Docker Desktop. You can check out this URL to download that. We need an AWS account. I assume you already have one, but if you don't and don't know where to get started, check out this URL. Finally, we need the AWS SAM command line interface. We use it to deploy Lambda, create demos, and do everything related to that. I'll skip the process of creating and deploying a Hello World application. You can see the full Hello World code in the repository here. To follow through with this process, you can see the AWS Hello World tutorial. We can run the Hello World application using the SAM command line. This starts a local server simulating the Lambda cloud. Once we do that, we can trigger the endpoint using a curl command. This is already a very valuable outcome. We can run tests locally and perform basic trial and error experiments. But this isn't debugging. To debug, we need to run the application using this command. Once launched in this way, the application is paused. We can invoke curl, but it won't do anything. The debug mode waits for a debugger to connect before proceeding. To do that, we need to connect using remote debugging to the local host, as explained in the 9th video. We can add the run configuration in the IDE, matching remote debugging to the local host as seen here. Once connected, the curl command will execute and the debugger will exit. If you have a breakpoint set before running the debugger, it will stop at the breakpoint and will let you step over it. But there's a serious caveat. The debugger times out very quickly. This is a terrible user experience because a Lambda is designed to run quickly and succeed or fail. It will take too long. The cost will be prohibitive. That's why Lambdas have a very short timeout. You can configure this in the template YAML file. Notice the timeout property, which is a value in seconds. For this to take effect, you will need to reissue the SAM build command. This might not be enough, and we might need to simulate running on the actual AWS stack. For this, we will need a solution such as SST or Murloc. Since those are specific to AWS and relatively niche, I won't cover them here. Serverless debugging is possible, but pretty limited, as you can see here. In the next video, we will discuss using feature flags to toggle functionality. If you have any questions, please use the Slack channel to ask them. Thank you.